Hey guys, it's Dean. Welcome to your yoga workout for the day. This is called Full Body Essentials. So we're going to be going through full body movements to strengthen and improve mobility from your ankles all the way up to your head. Let's get started. We're going to start on the ground, working with getting your core and your spine warm. So we're going to start with just hands to thighs, and if you have a block, put a block between your legs and squeeze that block tight. So squeezing tightly, particularly in the upper thigh areas, and then press your hands into your thighs. Resist with your thighs. So hands push into thighs are pushing into your hands, thighs are squeezing into one another, so squeezing that block. And then belly button drives down toward the lower back to engage your abs. So we're turning on your hip flexors, we're turning on your inner thighs, turning on your abdominal muscles. And you can relax your head onto the ground. Just push here for about 10 more seconds, just getting all of this warm. Push as hard as you can. Just 10 seconds, push hard. Just about 5 seconds left. 5, 4, squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and then release. Nice. All right, move that block out of the way. And we're going to go into some reclined twists now. So working on opening up your spine and also strengthening the core. Arms can come straight out to the sides. As you inhale, bring your legs out to the side. As you exhale, squeeze your abs and bring your knees back to the middle. Out to the left. Exhale, back to the middle. And then just keep this up on your own pace. We're going to go 5 to each side. Try to keep both shoulders down as you're doing this. So make sure that you're not lifting the shoulders away from the ground like this, but keeping the shoulders pressing down. And that's going to help with your spinal range of motion, your spinal mobility. And then make sure you're matching the inhale with the proper movement. So inhaling out, and then exhale to squeeze your abs and bring your legs back to the middle. Again, inhale out, exhaling to squeeze back. So not really using your legs to bring your legs back into the middle, but using your core strength. That's the goal here. One more to each side. Inhaling out. Exhaling to the middle. Keep your shoulders relaxed on the ground. Last one. And then exhaling back to the middle. Nice. Grab your knees. Pull your knees toward your shoulders. Press your lower back toward the ground. Press your belly button toward the ground. And we're going to do a couple reverse crunches here. So from here, keep your legs just like they are. Keep your lower back pressing down, your abs tight. And then bring your arms out to the sides. Take an inhale. And then exhale, press your legs out. Squeeze your legs together. Inner thighs squeeze together. Maybe the legs come up high if that hurts your back a little bit. And then squeeze your legs back in. Inhale out. Exhale to squeeze, pressing your legs forward. If you need to, bring your legs up a little bit higher or bend the knees a little bit to help if you can't quite go legs out all the way. And then bring the legs back in. One more. Inhale out. Squeeze your legs together so inner thighs are engaged, toes reach back toward your shins, heels drive forward, legs are locked out, abs are tight. Maybe going a little bit lower to challenge yourself. And then bring the legs back in. Grab your knees and just kind of roll from side to side. Give your back a little break. All right, next exercise is bridge. So plant your feet about hip width distant. If you have that block, put the block between your thighs and clamp it tightly between your upper thighs. Squeeze the hips together, squeeze your abs, arms along your sides. Press down through your feet and lift your hips. Reach your tailbone toward your knees, so a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Abs are tight. Hips come up just a little bit, but make sure you're not splaying open the chest, so drawing the ribs in. So we're working on strengthening the hips here. We're strengthening the core, strengthening your lower body, even opening up through your spine. Shoulders are relaxed. Weight is in the shoulders, in the upper body, not on your neck. Make sure you're feeling this in your core as opposed to your spine. You should feel this more in the core, not as much in the back. And then go ahead and release down. Bring the hips down. take the block out, and flip over into a child's pose. So we just did a big back bend, and we're going to stretch that out, or stretch out your spine after that. So knees come wide, tops of your ankles relax toward the ground, chest pulls forward, walk your arms out in front of you, about shoulder width distant. Release your forehead onto the ground, and then take some deep breaths in and out of the nose. Your goal here is to get your back as flat as possible. So if you feel like your back is rounding like this, think of lengthening the front side of your body. So from your pubic bone all the way up to your sternum, lengthen. And then tighten the abs. Tighten your glutes even. Squeeze your arms toward one another. So this can be a resting pose, but it's also pretty active if you want it to be. So arms squeeze toward one another. Abs are active, tightening your abs. Still able to breathe though. And then lightly pressing the hips back to stretch your lower back. Maybe you're feeling some stretching through the upper and the middle back too, and that's fine. All right, move up into a tabletop position. And from here, we're going to do some cat-cow. So a great spinal mobility exercise. Knees are about hip width distant, and squeeze your thighs toward one another. Hands about shoulder width distant, directly under your shoulders. Biceps wrapping forward. Weight pressing down into the ball mounds of your fingers. So not dumping the weight into your wrist, but spreading it out through your whole hand. Inhale to arch your back. So pulling your chest forward. Pointing the sternum at the wall in front of you. Lifting your neck, making your neck long. And then exhaling to round, pressing your middle of your back toward the ceiling, bringing your head toward your hips, pressing down through the hands and rounding your back. Inhale to arch. And you want to make this as long as possible with the inhale, and then exhale to round. Tightening through the abs, bringing your head toward your hips, pushing your back up. 4 more. And you can do these on your own pace. It shouldn't hurt. You should be going through a comfortable range of motion. And the cool thing about this exercise is that as you do it, your spine opens up more and more. So notice I'm now looking up at the ceiling instead of just forward. Make sure you're keeping length in your neck though. You don't want to feel like you're compressing the neck. So think of pushing your head away from your shoulders, lengthening the area from your upper back to your neck. And that's going to help you improve your posture in addition to spinal mobility. Let's do one more here. Pulling the chest forward, lifting your chest up, lifting your tailbone up, arching the back, and then exhaling to round, keeping the core tight to protect your spine. All right, and then go ahead and release. And here, we're going to move up into a mountain pose. So get your block again. We're going to put the block between the thighs, feet about 6 inches apart. Press down hard through your feet, so stand up nice and tall. And then make sure that your hips are level. So here, I want you to make sure that you're not doing anything like this. So we're not reaching the butt out behind you, but rather we're reaching the tailbone down and then squeezing the block between your thighs to help keep your hips neutral. So we want neutral alignment here, not rounding like this and not arching, but right in the middle. So the hips engage, squeezing your legs toward one another, lightly tightening your glutes. So just squeezing your hips just a little bit to press your hips forward. And you want your heels right under your hips. So you're not leaning forward, the weight isn't in your toes. It's more toward the heels, right above your heels. Push down through your feet, stand up as tall as you possibly can, and then turn your palms forward. So the shoulders pull up, back, and then down, and that's going to put your shoulders in the right position. So this is proper posture. And then the final touch is pressing your head toward the ceiling, almost like you're lifting your head away from your shoulders, and then relax your chin toward your throat, and then pull your neck back. And this is your mountain pose. Breathing deeply in and out of the nose, maintaining that light engagement through your whole body, so pushing down through the feet, squeezing the thighs toward one another, tightening your glutes lightly, lifting your ribs up, keeping the abs lightly engaged, the the shoulders drawn down and back, and the palms facing forward. And lastly, head pressing up, chest or the back of the head pulling back, and chin relaxed toward the throat. Nice. Thanks for joining me for this workout today. Make sure you subscribe. We put out lots of videos like this on a very regular basis. And to get full access to all of my workouts, my programs, tutorials, and more, head to manfulyoga.com, sign up for a 7-day trial. It's just $1. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video.